If your customers need a PhD just to understand what your product does, you're losing money. In 2026, nobody is reading a manual. If you can't show how it works in 5 seconds, it's invisible. Today, we're breaking down why your product must be built for the camera and how to master the art of the micro demo. I'm Will. This is Servant CEO. Let's get into it. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. As we have stated before, I'll say it again. We are breaking out the Customer First Business into 11 months, 11 chapters. Today, we are on Chapter 5, Week 4, the last segment of Chapter 5. And I want to plug the book. If you don't already have it, The Customer First Business, you can get this book on Amazon. You can get it at servantceo.com. Available in paperback, ebook, and also audiobook. This book really is I think a great tool for those who are looking to start a business. Maybe you're looking to solve a problem and you want to do it in a way that makes sense to you. It's written in common sense. It's not written with a lot of big business terminology. You don't have to be a CPA to figure it out. This book was written for the layperson. It was also written for people that want to truly do something in this world that matters. They want to build something that matters. You want to do it profitably. You want to do it maybe lean so that it's something that can be done on a shoestring, or maybe even as a beginner, maybe by yourself, and then build into that. I've been running Jet Boat Pilot now since 2010. We've learned a lot of things over the years. We built this brand into a pretty tremendous brand, and we have a strong following online. So maybe reading the book, you might be able to translate what we've done into what you're going to do and then have the same success. That's what we're looking for out of this channel, is to help you become successful. Well, let's jump right into this subject matter here. I think when you are in the stages of you've established the problem that you want to solve, you've developed the expertise that you needed to develop, you've kind of gone through these first few chapters of the book here and you've done those things. Now you're at that stage where you're developing your product. When developing your product, bear in mind it needs to be something that people can understand easily and with a camera. So smartphone doesn't have to be anything fancy, but people can see it. They can get the idea. There's an aha moment quick. Make sure that's part of your design thinking, or as part of your overarching drive when making this product. If it's not a physical product, if it's a digital product, just make sure people can understand it quickly. If it's something that takes a lot of explaining for people to understand or figure it out, it's not going to go well for you. I have found that when we've created solutions that were simple, that made a lot of sense to someone who had the product that needed solving, and we were able to demonstrate that solution very quickly and easily on camera, those sales showed up quickly, and those sales were profitable. For instance, with our rudder system, we found that people were complaining about low-speed control on their boats. They wanted to improve low-speed handling. We went out and created a product that was easy to understand. It was a simple rudder. It was easy to see how it worked. It moved up and down, and we showed all that in our videos. But most importantly, we went and we showed in a video the before footage of how bad the boat was performing at low speeds, how difficult it was to control. And then conversely, we went and filmed with the product installed, and we showed how easy it was to steer that same boat, to have confidence, to control the boat as intended, just by bolting on a simple product. And I think that's critical. You need to show a contrast of what that buyer's or that customer's experience is like, speaking to their pain or to their problem ahead of time, demonstrating their pain so it reaffirms, maybe shows them, hey, other people are experiencing the same thing you're experiencing, and then flipping it and showing them, this is the solution. Here's how it fixes your problem. Here's how it solves that pain point. Doing that quickly in as little time as possible is a recipe for success. If you can figure it out, how to demonstrate in as short a window of time as possible, think TikTok or think YouTube Reels or some sort of vertical-oriented video format that someone's taking with a smartphone, they're shooting, they're uploading it to the internet. People today online are scrolling. I would say many are addicted to scrolling. They scroll and they see something that catches their attention and then they stop. And if it doesn't, they move on. If you get their attention, but you don't get to the point quick, they move on, and you don't have that opportunity to teach or to show what you're doing. In the early days, you're probably not going to have a lot of cash. That's what, for us, it was that way. So we had to learn how to do everything organically. We had to do everything without the advertising budget. And honestly, our niche was so small, we couldn't have spent money on advertising anyway. We would have wasted our money trying to get that particular customer we were looking to advertise to. So in the beginning, because you don't have a lot of cash laying around, you don't want to be wasteful, make sure that you take this message to heart. Shoot short form video content and shoot it vertical. Make your point clear, get to the point quickly. If you can demonstrate that your product does address that pain point, that does resolve that problem, I promise you, you will make sales. It's also important to know that you need to make a call to action in your video to make sure that whoever's looking at the product you're selling knows right where to go get it right now. So either on the video itself with a text overlay or in the description below the video somewhere in the body, put a hyperlink. Make sure it's easy for them to go, because at that moment, they are the most interested that they're going to be, and sending them to your page right now is going to probably turn into, at minimum, someone who's going to go check you out again, but also at best, it's going to be a sale right now. That's what you're looking for. So anyway, I wanted you to really kind of take this thought into heart. When you're in the design phase, keep it simple. The simplest products generally win. And over time, once you've developed your core audience and once you've developed that following, you may be able to go back and maybe plus that product. But in the beginning, don't do that. Just make it simple. Keep it simple. Make it easy to demonstrate, solve the problem well, be reliable. Obviously, the product needs to perform and last. But simplicity and the ability to demonstrate on camera, super, super, super important. All right. Well, that is the end of chapter 5. Next week, we'll be in chapter 6. Again, plug in the book. Customer First Business. If you don't already have a copy, Amazon, pick it up today. We really appreciate you checking in with us and following. If you've got questions at all, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. If you like what we're doing on this channel, hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Helps us a ton. And if you like this video, check this one out.